Hello and welcome back, most illustrious members of The Detail. I'm your host D, also known as MtF DOOM on Marvel Snap. I am back from vacation, and today we have a brew. I hope you enjoy. Before we get into it, a big thank you to everyone who likes and subscribes down below, everyone who joins the Discord, and everyone who just supports in general by being nice to me, your host. I appreciate it a lot. I appreciate that people are nice to me on the internet. It's not always the case. So today, we have a deck that I call Tech Treadmill. We're just, do you know the euphemism treadmill? Where you know, words are useful and then they become quaint and then sometimes problematic and then they fall out of favor and we don't use them anymore, and sometimes they even come back over a long period of time as the word we do use. Tech is a lot like that. I don't know what I'm saying. Tech falls out of favor. What I'm getting at is that tech cards fall out of favor. They become quaint. You go, oh yes, Cosmo. I remember playing with Cosmo when I was a wee child. No one plays Cosmo anymore. Arrow. I haven't seen an arrow in years. And we're just kind of like banking on that. This is my favorite kind of deck. It has a low win rate, but a positive cube rate. That's my favorite kind of deck. Ultimately, this deck is more than anything. It is about identifying whether or not you have a relevant answer to your opponent's deck in a way that will trick them, and then executing on it. And if you don't, just leaving, right? So that you have a lot of, you know, 1 cube retreats, and then you have a lot of like 4 and 8 cube wins when you identify successfully, like, oh, yes, this is Galactus. I know what they're gonna do. I'm going to Polaris or Juggernaut or Arrow, right, if they waved, or some other thing. Oh, this is whatever. It's the Angela deck. Well, we have Shadowking, right? The other thing to keep in mind is we don't have any 6s, and our turn 6 can get kind of awkward if you end up with just like a Jug, Cosmo, Shadowking, Polaris, you know, one of your 3s and one of your 4s. And that, or, you know, your hand is clogged with a 3 and then a couple of 4s, something like that. And it happens fairly often. So in general, you're going to want to wait and move Jeff on turn 5 so that you kind of, the shape of your hand becomes a lot less awkward if you can do that. That's not always possible, but it is just something I want to keep in mind. Stegron on 5 will also do that. So will Arrow. But in general, the easiest way to guarantee that your Miles Morales costs 1 is just to move Jeff manually yourself. We have plenty of ways to enable it, but don't worry too much if you can't play Miles until turn 6. That's totally fine. We don't have any 6s, so keep that in mind. Miles on turn 6, along with any of our other plays, is generally a pretty high power, high impact play. You're also not trying to win on the back of huge stats. You're trying to win on the back of relevant tech, and you're going to see that in the games that we highlight. So I hope you enjoy. I will see you at the outro, and that's it. Those are the 2 things that I was going to say. Blade pitching Moon Knight on turn 1. No fear opponents. I guess we don't even really have to armor that lane, right? Like, theoretically, if they're already doing this kind of nonsense, why not let them killmonger themselves while they're at it? Who knows? Alright, they have Swarm. This is rough. Alright, so I don't think we can fight over mid. They can have it. Sure. That's fine. Actually, funny enough, that kind of lets us fight over it in a roundabout way, because now we can go... Oh, we can go Stegron. I like that. We'll go Stegron, and then we can go Miles Morales plus Captain Marvel. And if we punt Morbius, but they play something else there, then we have disrupted their plans pretty heavily. Alright, so they played some other stuff there. We didn't punt Morbius. But I think there's still a chance. No, they have Prio now, which makes this worse. No, I think we still do actually have a chance. Because they can discard. If they're gonna go MODOK right now, they're gonna get trip discards, putting Morb up to 13. But like, then they can't have Dracula. If one of the cards they discard is Apocalypse, it's pretty bad for us. Although we still have the Arrow, so that if we go like far enough ahead on the left, then we can like arrow right. Because they're only going to have... Oh no, they're going to have 3 plays next turn. They're going to have double Swarm plus something. They might just get it wrong. They might do Swarm, and then Apocalypse or Chavez, right? That's always a possibility. Let's see what they do. It's Dracula. It's not even MODOK. It's Dracula. So, is it MODOK now? If it is, then there's a chance they pitch a Swarm to Dracula, which would be bad for them. I think I'm okay with this. I believe what they're going to do is just play their Chavez. Yep. So we pull that over here. It's an Apocalypse, but we still win with Captain Marvel. Fantastic. Just like we drew it up, they never see the arrow coming. They even hit the Apocalypse. We knew they had a Swarm in hand, and they just happened to random into the Apocalypse anyway. But it didn't matter, because we played Arrow, and then we won. Quantum Tunnel generally does not favor us. But, oh yeah, no. It definitely favors the opponent who opens with Quinjet. And then Luke's Bar. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, I think... I mean, yeah, I think it's this. I think it's Jeff into Quantum Tunnel. We can get him back later if we need him. Alright, get rid of your Sentinel. Black Bolt's a good hit. There's no getting around it. Fantastic. We got Jeff back. Thank you, Jeff. Is Stature worth more as a 1 cost that I can just pitch some of the time? Yeah, I think some of the time that's true. But is it true right now? Also, yes. Alright, well, now we really want Shadowking to not pop out of here. Okay. That doesn't do anything. You know what it does? It makes it really hard for them to win Quantum Tunnel. Like, fair and square. Let's... No, you know what? I think we're okay. We Captain Marvel right now. Then we Legion Luke's Bar. And we rely on them not knowing the trick of Moongirl. That's what we rely on. And then Captain Marvel can win us center on Luke's Bar. That's what we're going for. And we can actually, like, even if they go for a play using moongirl. Yeah, I think we're good. So even if they go for a moongirl play somewhere, we can Stegron center and throw something out of the way. Yeah, that's all fine. They go back up to 6. So they draw to 7. And then we go like that. And like, even if... Now, I mean, like, all right, there's a non-zero chance that they do win. But I kind of think they're going to go for the Angela line. I think that they're going to play a couple of things into the Angela lane to extend their lead there. Yeah, and they're only going to play one thing into the center. And then even if it is moongirl, see, so that goes back. And now whatever they play here, stay. Oh, no. Okay, so if this is... All right. But Darkhawk only has 2 power. So, Captain Marvel does win it. Yeah, had that been, well, had it been Dino, they couldn't have done what they did. So we were fine. Fantastic. All right, I mean, opponent, Kitty Pryde. So Kitty Pryde's bad. Kitty Pryde's not great for us. Because our plan was functionally just to hope that they played a 1 or 2 and then Polaris into Space Throne. But if their plan is to Kitty Pryde, possibly repeatedly, that gets worse. Although if they go, okay, if they go for Angela now, I think Kraven actually does it. Because we have Prio. No. Because now they're very likely... Oh, no. Because now you see they're going to Kitty Pryde, right? Like, there's kind of no way around it, in fact. Oh, and then Jeff. Okay. Alright, what are our hits left? Juggernaut... Legion, Arrow, Alright, you know what? Good enough. Good enough hits for me. A Legion right here would probably like break them. Probably they couldn't play the game anymore. Like, what else? Staggerin would not be great. Juggernaut, Arrow, yeah. We definitely got some misses. But I think we have enough hits that let's just see. Arrow, fine. Totally neutral. Let's just Captain Marvel. My cat is absolutely losing their mind. I kind of hope it got picked up on the microphone, though I didn't see it spike, so maybe you won't hear it, but I hope you do. That's all they played was Kitty Pryde, huh? That's literally the only card that they played. I feel like we have an okay shot. I actually don't know how. So cards are going to move to the mini lab, but I don't think Kraven is gonna go off until they have like priority. But you know what? For science, we're gonna do this. Let's just see what happens. I think I have an. If this works how I think that it rightly should work, then I think we have a chance, but I'm not sure that that's a given. I'm not sure it's a given that, like, that this is going to work how it should. They might also just retreat. They might. They're taking their time. They are taking their sweet time. Alright, I think we won. Boop. Oh my lord. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, we ended. That was that Juggernaut knocking the Doc Ock out of the way, who then pulls Arrow out of my hand, who pulls Kitty Pryde back to the lane, is not what I thought was about to happen, but I'm so glad I got it on film. Thank you so much. If you made it this far, you're probably already subscribed. I say this all the time, but if you're not, consider it. You're still here. Why is that? Interesting. A special thank you to everyone who keeps this channel running, and this would not be possible without the concerted effort of a lot of people, and they are as follows: The Tiny Ruby, A Frog in a Tent, Clips, Crayon Eater, Cole D, Polyhaze, Sartorius, Demisi, KD, Diston Nelson, and Matt Backey. These are all people who have donated their time, money, effort, or all of the above to keeping this channel going, or, as I said in the intro, maybe were just nice to me personally. Your host, Steve. I appreciate you all so much. I hope that everyone watching has a great day, and I will see you all very soon.